Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your Astroflower reading from the 12th through to the 18th of September. If you haven't seen the Mercury retrograde readings and the collective readings as well, and your individual readings for September, I will go and have a look at it because there's a lot going on in that world outside us, and we're going to start realizing it. You may have even seen it this weekend already. Jaw-dropping sort of scenarios, which is going to change the way in which we do things, and it is affecting the readings. So yeah, let's just get straight in there and see what's going on. You're in the full height of your summer at the moment. There's a lot of things going on at the moment, not just one thing, but a lot of various things going on at the moment. You've got this snowplow effect where your guides are trying to bring forward your karmic path and your karmic mission in your life. It should give you clarity about where you're going and what you're doing, basically. Let's just see what the overall let's see what the overall energy is here going on for you. And this seems to be really important. It seems to be imposing a lot on all the signs and the readings at the moment. So the overall energy here is, yeah, don't get triggered, don't get caught out by the world around you at the moment, because you've got a lot on your plate. It's basically asking you to sort of concentrate, keep your eye on the road, keep your mind on the goals and everything like that of where you're going. This is your change of fortune, and this seems to be coming up for a lot of people, a change of moment for a lot of people in the world, and this is your overall reading. So your overall reading is you're stepping forward into a new world where things are going to start going in your favor by the looks of things. Let's just see what's going on the relationship front on the karmic message. People seem to be shaking your hand or patting you on the back like you're doing well, that there's a big appreciation between. And it's the karmic message here is enjoying that appreciation. Don't dwell on it. Don't hang around trying to bask in the sunshine. Just kind of like saying, thank you very much. Still got a lot to do. Still got to move on. It's great to have you here. Let's go out for a coffee at some point and what have you. But it's moving on. So yeah, it's almost like you are that rite of passage, not just for you, but for all the relationships that are around you. And it's you who's going to bring other people on. It's almost as if you are those sort of those birds that are pulling your guides are pulling you through. But here is where you're sort of being that person who is allowing, pulling other people through, keeping other people moving on and stepping forward as those changes come through the world at the moment. Let's just see how the universe is trying to influence that karmic message. You have the power. They're giving you the power, basically. They're giving you the force and the strength to be that rock within your relationships that are around you. Hierophant. So it could be a case of some of you actually getting married. That's very, very feasible. But it is that sort of making relationships very concrete. Making them, being a real solid foundational part of your life and around you. And I think this is the appreciation that other people will realize within you, because you've learned, you're applying that learning, and you're actually helping other people to see clearly through what you've learned and how you apply yourself within the relationship with other people. Major appreciation from family, friends, community, your couple, everything that is around you. You seem to be very much appreciated, Aquarius. Let's just see how the guides are how the guides are influencing this karmic message here. Yeah, it's almost that marriage thing is coming back up because they're almost offering rings going on here. And I think it's consolidating the relationships that are around you. Committing to relationships that are around you. The coincidences that will be happening within you or around you within your relationships are going to sort of bring you up to that Six of Cups. I'm getting so bored of the Six of Cups. You are the 10th reading that I've done for this weekly, and every single sign has had this. So it's basically sort of taking only the good of the past, all the enjoyable things that you can remember through your life. Things may come up on the surface that need to be dealt with that have been in the past that were never really dealt with. And now it's going to give you that authority and that position to actually kind of go, yeah, look, in the past we had that problem here and that and the other. Let's see how we can change it in the future. And forgiveness and forgiving yourself and forgiving the other people around you. They're trying to sort of like help you marry the past and the future, basically. So it's actually, you can provide a much more secure and a good commitment from everybody that is around you. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence that conversation that is within you. They're recognizing, they're making you recognize the moments that are good and how they are good and why they are good. So saying, you'd almost kind of like, you almost be saying to yourself, you could hear yourself saying to yourself, this is it. This is what I want within the relationship. This is the perfection that I want. High Priestess. Yeah, it's that intuition, using that intuition of how you want it, and then cultivating it within the conversations that are within you, and cultivating those conversations that is with everybody else that is around you. It's going to make for your life within your relationships very, very solid, very content, harmonious. There's lots of good words that go along with it. There might well be, for some of you, a marriage proposal or preparation in a marriage and stuff like that going on around you. And it could be really good. It's, yeah, it's marrying the old and the new. And it's for the new paradigm that we've actually coming into now. Okay, let's just see what's going on your financial sort of side of your life. Gold. Yeah, this is it. This is, you're striking gold. It seems like if you're going for a job, now is the time to put out those applications. If you're starting a business, time to start it. It's time to invest that money. It's time to evolve your business on in a very, very good way. 10 of Cups just dropping out there, but with the King of Pentacles underneath it. But it's like you're discovering that filament of gold that goes through, as if you're a miner and just discovering that filament of gold that's making all that hard work of what you've done in the past worth it, basically. Yeah, say goodbye to disappointments of what you've done in the past, because you're going to be moving on. It's learning how to not worry about what happened in the past, because what you're going through and what you're going towards is completely new, is a new perspective of being at one with yourself. And what was in the past may have been very disappointing in the way of work, will no longer be the case. So it's, do not worry about your past sort of situations, basically. It was in the past, and leave it in the past, basically. It's not going to be a disappointing future. It's just something that you have to deal with, that doubt that you might have within you. Let's just see how the universe is trying to influence that karmic message or that karmic path. Yeah, getting to they're asking you to go to the pinnacle of who you can be, to be the best of who you can be. So applying yourself within your job. There is changes that are major changes that are going on in your life at the moment. Things are getting concrete in put into place, as it were. But the universe is asking you to be that, the best version of yourself, getting to the height of who you are, digging deep into things that you don't know, that you can't see at the moment, because you're moving into a new phase. You're going to realize that a lot of things about you. You're going to realize what good aspects you have, what strengths you have, where your weaknesses are, and how you can strengthen those weaknesses with the people around you that you work with. Association or working together will make you a lot stronger. But it's discovering a lot of things within you this week, of almost surprising yourself, sort of kind of going, wow, I never knew I was like that, or I was capable of doing that, And that could be within your job, your business, or your projects, basically. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence that karmic path. They're pointing you forward. I think they're letting things go through here. So they're sort of saying to you, go on, go forward and conquer. Yeah, enjoy your work. You enjoy, when things are really working, you really do enjoy it, Aquarius. When things are in order as well. And this is what they're pointing towards. They're pointing towards what you're actually doing in your everyday life and sort of saying to you, is that not success? Is that not good? So they're encouraging you to sort of say that miracles are possible. And if you look into your everyday life, this is what it seems to be playing forwards towards. You can really, dream big in a way. There is success on the doorstep. And it is that changing, that wheel of fortune that's changing everything. Of the society that's changing, the world that's changing around us. You can be a major part of this. Okay, let's just see how, so they're pointing towards this, how you're having a success in what you're actually doing at the moment and realizing that you can do it, and letting go of that doubt and that disappointment of the past. That's what the universe and the karmic message is trying to help you with. Let's just see how it's going with the conversation that is within you. This is a divine path. This is almost as if like this is a mission from the big kahuna, the big cheese. It's a way of you being able to really feel at one with your spirit in the way of what you do in jobs or in businesses and stuff like that. It is a real mission that you're going towards. And it's expressing that thing, it's expressing that karmic mission for you to relieve that disappointment in everybody else and be that optimistical one, sort of saying, yeah, it may be difficult, but we're going to make through it. We're going to get through it. We're going to do it. And it's expressing that sort of karmic mission. The reason you're here, the reason God has put you in that position is in order for you to, to help others around you, but also put you in a position where you can help others around you. And this is on your everyday life at the moment. So I would express yourself. That information that's coming through in the conversation will give you inspiration of the past, of how we've done things, how good things can happen in the, how good things were, how they worked in the past, and you can bring them forward. The bad things that don't work, you can leave them in the past, and you can be that person who can define that in your job and in your business and in your projects around you. Let's just see how these two sort of sides combine together and how it leads into the following week. It's like a fountain of joy and happiness, but spreading it around everybody around us, saying, look, seeing how it works. This is really good. It's starting on that new path that is going to be a very long-term path, and it's going to be have lots of different successes along that path, and you're starting it now, and it is a long-term goal. It's a real change of fortunes for you, where you can actually build on a future that is solid, basically, rather than constantly trying to get things sorted, putting out fires, plugging holes, that sort of thing. You're going to be moving forward where you've got something very solid that is around you in a solid position where you can actually move on for a greater future. In the links in the description below, you'll find a lot about your Astroflower as well, and links to our Instagram and our Facebook page, and also our sister channel, Cymatic TV, which is everything about energy. I would advise you to go and see the monthly readings. That is the monthly collective and your individual monthly readings, but also your Mercury retrograde reading as well. I think that will help you out to see the clarity of the sort of situation. Okay. In the meantime, Aquarius, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.